Here are my 3 PeeGee hydrangeas. We have 1, 2, and 3. Now those 2 are pretty big, and that little guy is pretty small. And I do need to transplant them when it comes spring, just so they have a little more room. So I will place that one right there, and then I will place that one right on the other side. So today we're going to just prune the hydrangeas, and this is my first time pruning them. And they're going to be a tree form, and I wanted to do a multi-trunk tree form, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So already I see with this one, it's got so many little branches. I will definitely prune a lot of it back, especially this one right here. Then this one I'm going to take out. Probably going to take out the lower branches here, and even this one coming out into the center, or I might just leave it for this year and just cut it back to here. But like all these little guys, they're gonna be pruned away. I'm gonna prune this back hard, probably back up to here before it starts branching. There's just so many branches that a lot of it needs to go. But this one I'm going to prune right a 1/4 inch above the node. Now here's a node and here's a node, so I will probably prune it right here and then propagate the rest of that branch. I've never pruned these before, and I do want them to be into tree forms. So this one as well has 2 coming out. I'm gonna probably remove that and that. This one right here, and this one that's going down. All these tiny little ones I'm definitely taking off. It's just a lot of greenery, and then I'll have to tie them up so they can learn to grow upright instead of leaning. Here I am starting on the smallest hydrangea PeeGee for Paniculata grandiflora, and I'm going to start with what seems to be obvious to me first. If I wanted to train it into a tree, then I need to have just one main stem. So we're just going to do that, and it's going to be a very harsh prune. I'm going to propagate all of these. This one is a dead, well, it's just a center thing, so I'm just taking that off. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, and I want this to be the main leader, I guess. But this one is more straight though, but it's much smaller. So I'm going to do a tough choice and just I'm going to prune that one off. I feel like that feels the right thing to do, so I'm just going to do this. And it is what it is. So now I'm going to cut. It's pretty tall, so before it makes an arch, it's going to be heavy once it makes blooms, but I'm going to go all the way up just to give it some height. And actually cut right here feels like the right thing. It's right above the node. The lighting is not so good right now. I'm gonna cut right above the node, right here. So here's a node, here's a node. I'm just gonna cut right there. And if it's wrong, I will see the growth pattern and fix it next time. Okay, so all that pruned into one little tree. That's the smallest one. So we're gonna go over here now, and this is the second one. Just want to get the snow from around the base so I can cut that edge as low to the ground as possible. So I'm saving all my pruning jobs for when I can't dig, because I need to do something. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this into a tree form, and we have to cut this guy out. Okay. So that guy is out. Now we're just gonna move up. And the next one that needs to come out is right here. Let me see if it's dead anyway. It looks dead. Okay. So now I see the next two are right here. I'm gonna cut those off because I don't want them that low. And I cut it flush because there were buds coming out. I cut it flush because there were buds coming out and I didn't want them to grow at that area. So just made it flush. Okay. I'm gonna cut off this right here. I'm gonna sacrifice, and actually this one is rubbing against this one that actually intertwined. So, oh, we went back. Okay, I'm just gonna have to prune it back. They're way too long. So I'm gonna prune anything that's like facing downward and is kind of spindly. I'm taking that off. I just want to take this whole thing off. Let's just start with this. Okay. See how that looks. Okay. I'm gonna cut this back over here because it's making the arch, and I want to cut it back before the arch so it can grow kind of upward and then down. I don't like it arching too much. Okay. And right here, a 1/4 inch above the node. You can see the node there. And this one's going completely down, so I'm just gonna cut it off. It doesn't look that good anyway. It looks dead. It's dead. Okay. This one is going down. And this is going down as well. I don't really like that. But you know what? I will just cut it right above the node here. And hopefully it'll go up. And this one, I don't want it to go down. So I'm just gonna cut it here. A 1/4 inch above the node. Because if you leave too much there, then it dies back. It just doesn't look good, and it's not healthy for the tree. Okay. This. Alright, this is too long. And it's crossing here. It's very tangled. So I'm going to cut it right here. This one does not look healthy at all. Let me just see. It is alive though. Okay. Okay. This one I'm gonna cut all the way back. Actually, I'll just do this. And these, I will do the same. Cutting right above nodes. Okay. This one. That's good. And then this one. Okay. My goodness. That's hard. That's a hard prune right there. Poor thing looks like a mess already, but okay, then we just have one more to go. And it's all done pruning. This one I have left is a 3-stemmed trunk. And those two are 1-stemmed, so I might just transplant that one to be in the middle. Just because I like the multi-trunk look. These are all the clippings that I will clean up and propagate. So we are one step closer. And when we can't do one thing, we do another.